Okay, I'm recording right now. So, I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to play Izabella by Jimi Hendrix. So I'm just going to play it through right now one time, really quickly. And then I'm just going to show you guys how to play it. So here we go. So that's the first, that's like the little intro bit right there. So basically, what I was doing was, here, I'll just zoom in later. I'll just move closer. So what I was doing was, the intro is gonna be in D, but then you're gonna move down to G, which key the song is in, but the intro is gonna be in the key of D. So you're just gonna start out with a D major chord. So I'm playing it like with my thumb in the bass, and then just to try it on top. So I just do that first. So that's in slow. But the main thing about this is you really got to get that rhythm. Something like that. I mean, it'll come. Like, you just have to play it through a couple times. Just listen to how it's going. But basically, it goes like, and then the notes are. Alternates for so that's just on the D string or the A string. So, and he only plays the major chord the first time. So that's that first part, and then he goes into. So that's, you're going to be double stopping on the D and G. So, and that last part, that's not double stop, so. Then you're going to hit the bass. That's why you need to have your thumb come over into the bass, so you can just, because he's constantly hitting that, so it's like a. Longer than he actually does before, but just do that over and over again to get the rhythm. And like with this hand, without strumming, without playing anything, it's gonna sound like. Something like that. So that's that first part. Altogether, it should sound like this. Goes into the next section of the song, so then it changes key into G. So G is down here. So then we're just gonna play it in this register. So gonna be right here. And you're gonna slide down to the G position. That, so it's gonna sound like this. So he just does a little riff right here. So you gotta have that thumb right there, because he's going back and forth on that note a lot, so. gotta get that rhythm right to that. Then he switches up because he goes to the C. So we're in the C position now. Then he switches back over, but we're just going to stay down here again. And slide down. And then we're back in the G position. And then we just play this, the octave right there. So that's the 3rd fret of the D and the 6th fret of the B. So then we just scratch out the rest while the bass is going. So that's what the bass is going like. But while the bass does that, we just scratch. And that's the second part of the song. Now, when he starts singing, it's going to be really easy for the guitar because the bass is playing that whole thing. So all the guitar is doing is it's just going to be playing some chords for this part. The first chord is going to be this G like type of chord. I don't know what it's called, but basically the notes is going to be with your ring finger. You're going to be barring the what is that? 10th fret of the 3 high strings. So the G, D, and E. With your pointer finger, you're going to be on this dot, the 4th dot of the D string. And then with your index finger, you're going to be on the 10th fret of the A. That's the G note right there. So that's the chord. And he's just going to be basically just like. So when you strike it, he slides it down. And you got to get that rhythm right, so that scratching in between, because that's what the guitar is mainly doing. It's a very rhythmic guitar song, so. So it should sound like this. Like something like that. Then he goes to the next chord, the C. So basically what that's going to look like, pinky finger, 11th of the D, pointer finger, 9th of the G, and then middle finger on the 10th of the D string. And then thumb wrap around to the C on the E string. So. Do the octave again, except instead of right here, you're gonna do it right here. So what I just did right there, well, let's play the Jimi Hendrix chord instead. So basically all that is you just add your pinky to the 11th fret of the B string. So he goes back and forth between those. So he does that twice, and then he moves on to this part. So what that's going to be is so he's right here. And he's just right there. So. Just take that whole thing and just move it up 1 string. So you're starting on A string now. And then move it back. Except we're going to play it an octave higher, so starting up here. Then we're going to move that down a whole step, so down 2 frets. So right here. Then we're gonna go, instead of playing it right here, we can just wait right here. Then we're gonna go back up to here. And then he starts the solo. teach the solo in another video if you guys want me to. But yeah, so that's basically just a little bit of what it sounds like. And then for the rest of the song, he just goes back to the chords again. And then he does a little bit of riffing with his voice. So he goes after that. Like something along those lines. You just have to hear the song. But and then finally he goes into this. So what that is it's just gonna be on the G position, on the higher G position instead of the lower one. So that's just on the D, then that's on the G. And make sure right here you go. Pick it when it's coming down, so make sure you pick all three of those. It with this chord again, except I'm just using my pinky and playing the 12th fret of the high E. And that's how the song is ended. And so if you want me to show you guys the solo, I can. Just leave a comment down below with my first video, like and subscribe. And I knew this song should have a univibe, but I just don't have one, so sorry about that. But I hope you found this video helpful. Suggest another song that I should teach next, and yeah, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.